Hello everyone and welcome back to Rave Green TV, and we've seen our beloved Seattle Sounders win 3-0 at home against second place Austin FC. We have basically buried Austin FC's any hope for them in the Supporter Shield race. We killed that off for them, and we actually continue our record of not losing to Austin. I believe we have 2 wins now, I think 3 draws, and they are still yet to beat the Seattle Sounders, and probably one of Seattle's worst seasons in the MLS regular season. Austin couldn't even do it, and this is Austin's best season in MLS. Granted, they just came into the league last year. It's pretty good. You know, first half, we come out firing. I talked about it in the preview how I thought we might come out early, get a goal early on, and then we might park the bus. But we got a goal early on, then we got a second goal early on. We were a little bit fortunate not to have conceded, before the second half. But we didn't. We rode our luck a little bit. And in the second half, we get the third goal, and we just set up shop. I mean, I think we were very fortunate. Sebastian Driussi, who I didn't know going into the game, kind of had a knock. So he wasn't 100%. Josh Wolf benched him for this game. Rugoni, who was their new signing in the offseason, Driussi were both on the bench. It was still their normal team outside of that. Arruti still played. Fagundez still played. It was still their normal lineup. But I think definitely Driussi not playing helped out a lot, because when this team has been down this season, Driussi has definitely dug them out of holes, and he can make nothing out of something. I mean, that was a bad snap, but nothing out of something. And I think we were lucky that he only came on once it was 3-0. There was only like 7-8 minutes left. At that point, I don't think he was going to risk him. The question is, can this team make playoffs? I mean, we're 5 games left, I believe, 4 or 5 games left, and we have to win all of them. No draws, no losses. They all have to be wins. After the last 2 performances, obviously that started after the Orlando game. We beat Houston, played a pretty bad first half, but an excellent second half. All in all, this is probably, I want to say, our best performance this season. It is the best performance we had, even more compared to the CCL second leg final. I think we did better in this game than in that game. I know that might be a hot take, but that's how I think about it. I think this Austin team, again, granted they didn't have Driussi, is better than the Pumas team we played in the final. I know, you guys can fight me about that in the comments, but this might be the best performance from the Sounders this season. Raúl got 2. I really wish he could have gotten a hat trick. We got the own goal. I thought it was Xavier Arreaga's, but it was a clear own goal, I believe, off Cascante. And we needed this performance badly. We play against Vancouver next. And then I believe Cincinnati, Sporting Kansas City, and then we end off with San Jose. Something along those lines, because I don't have this off the top of my head. Vancouver, I think, is the deciding factor, because they're the team that is neck and neck with us in the playoffs. Because if we have a chance, they have a chance at making the playoffs. So we have to win this game. I mean, obviously they said we have to win all of these games. So going into the Vancouver game, we will have a lot of fans, because obviously Vancouver is probably the closest away game for Sounders fans. So we'll have a lot of away fans. We're not playing for a Cascadia trophy in this game, but we're fighting for our playoff lives in this game. I'm going to be sad if we lose or draw one of these next games, because I promise you, as soon as we drop points in any of these games, as I said, drop points in the facts of a loss or a draw, the playoff hopes are done. We have to win them out. But boys and girls, my man of the match tonight, I should have also mentioned that as well. I know people would say Raúl Ruidíaz would be their man of the match, but I'm going to go with Albert Rusnák as tonight's man of the match. A secondary shout-out to Danny Leyva and then Raúl Ruidíaz, because Albert Rusnák looked so good in today's game. That was vintage Albert Rusnák. So close to getting himself a goal as well. I'm definitely going to give it to Albert Rusnák. And Danny Leyva, his distribution in this game was superb. Definitely was able to free up more space for Jordan, which led to the goals. And for Raúl and for Nico, Danny Leyva deserves a big shout-out as well. And then Raúl, obviously, doing what he does. He gets 2 goals. Hopefully now he's going to hit form. We go into the playoffs if we do make the playoffs with him, and he just scores goals like he does when he makes the playoffs. But boys and girls, my opinion only matters so much. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Who is your guys' man of the match? What is your guys' thoughts going into now Vancouver? And then, you can always dispute anything I said in today's review. But all in all, I'm extremely happy with today's performance. I wish these 2 back-to-back really good games against Houston and Austin came a bit sooner, and we could have gone a bit more run of form with a bit more games to spare. But, I guess we're here and we only can play this 1 game at a time and 1 win at a time. But, yeah, boys and girls, I hope you all have a lovely day.